Hey bitches, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star both coming for Chuck E. Cheese, as well as a few other things from Shane Dawson's new conspiracy series. If you have not already seen my video from yesterday about Brittany Dawn Fitness being accused of scamming her fans and customers, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner, as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how the fuck are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome the fuck back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion. Opinions are not facts. I invite you to research all this information for yourself by watching other creators' videos and then coming back to the comments section so we can have a healthy adult conversation. Please do not send any hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos. That is not what these are meant for. They are just meant for us to spill a little tea, throw a little shade, and have a messy ass time here on the internet. Shane Dawson has finally released the highly anticipated second part to his new conspiracy series. I have to be honest, I'm not someone that really gets into conspiracy theories or super long videos, especially ones that are the length of a movie, but during the second part of Shane Dawson's new docuseries, I have to say I was drawn in completely. One of the three main focuses of Shane Dawson's new video is everyone's childhood favorite place, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm pretty sure most of us out here can say that we have been to Chuck E. Cheese at some point in our life and have had their pizza. I'm sure that we can also say that sometimes that pizza looks a little sketchy. And by sketchy, of course, I mean it looks like your pizza was made by Dr. Frankenstein. Before we get into all of that, though, another one of the subjects that Shane Dawson was talking about in his new video was this voice impersonation software. There is a website called Lyrebird that Shane featured in his new video that promises to make you an ultra-realistic voice cloning and text-to-speech avatar. In Shane's video, he tested Lyrebird out with himself, Morgan, and Ryland. Sometimes the voice sounded really realistic, more so when they were calling someone on the phone, and other times it was a complete flop. I can't be the only one out here worrying about this type of technology being released to the public. Like, are we really gonna make it that simple out here in these streets for the criminals and the con artists to get away with shit? It's already bad enough that scammers are now calling people, and when they ask, am I talking to so-and-so, and the person says yes, they then hang up on them. The scammers hang up on them because they already have the recording of that person saying yes, and they have found a way to use that verbal confirmation to open up credit cards and all sorts of things. So now we are just gonna try to create a software where they can just have your whole fucking vocabulary. Seems like a really smart idea. The second story that Shane was covering in his video involved his friend Brittani Louise Taylor, where she detailed a horrific relationship that she was in and how she now has to constantly look over her shoulder and not go anywhere alone. A brief rundown on her relationship is she met this guy Milo on Tinder, they got together, she ended up getting pregnant, had the baby, and then things started to get extremely strange. And by strange, I mean things like his name was a very popular name apparently over in the country that he is from. If you Google it, he has every profession that someone else with his name has. He would also use scare tactics with Brittany by saying that his family is high up in the mafia and anyone that fucks with him can ultimately be taken care of. Like this girl that cheated on him in his previous relationship. He told her that the family went over there, held a gun to her head, and basically she will not be bothering them anymore. As time went on and things got even more strange in her relationship, Brittany finally came up with a plan with her mother to escape this crazy motherfucker. Here's a clip of what she told Shane that she thinks was ultimately going on.
There's still things I don't know. Like, I don't know if his mom is his mom. Their relationship was just kind of weird. Like, the moment that Rex was born, Milos stopped sleeping in the same room with me. He would sleep with his mom in her bedroom.
Milos and his mom went to his aunt's house, so they're having like a Christmas party and I can't go because of the baby, and just living it up, just going wild.
Okay, so why do you think he wanted to get you pregnant? Is that something you can say?
Yeah, I mean, my fears, like, because they treated him the moment he came like he was something, like, they were just, like, how they were acting was like they owned him. We think that they were probably gonna try to traffic Rex or traffic me because they're trying to get me and him over there. They were insistent, like, when he's 6 months old, we're going to Serbia, we're getting married.
Wait, you think they were gonna traffic?
Every police officer and person that we have talked to thinks they were gonna try to traffic us. And they said the only way to be able to, well, think about it. Why did they do the passport photos? Why did he need my personal documents? Why did he need Rex's documents? Do you know how much like a healthy like male baby would be worth? A lot. And Rex is beautiful. Like, he's such a beautiful little guy. Like, every police officer that we've talked to say, don't get a passport, don't leave the country. Like, they're almost positive they're gonna try to traffic us.
What does that mean?
Like human trafficking, like sell us. Like sell Rex, sell me.
To who?
Whoever wants to buy us.
Of course, I am going to place the link down in the description for part 2 of Shane's conspiracy theories video so you can check it out for yourself. I highly recommend it, but this story that Brittani Louise Taylor, I know that she wrote a book, but can we please get this turned into a Lifetime movie? Because this has their name all over it. When I was watching all of the clips of Brittani Louise Taylor talk about this relationship and now she has a baby with this guy, my first thought when she said that they wanted to get him the passport and get all of his papers in order is I thought that the man and his mother were going to run off with this baby and then try to extort Brittany to try to get her to pay some astronomical price to get this baby back. But as Brittany continued the fucked up story, it started to make sense that she would think that they were going to try to traffic her as well as the baby boy. Man, this is some scary ass shit. I don't know about you, but this makes me never want to get on an app like Tinder, Grindr, Scruff, whatever fucking the app is. Bitch, there are some crazy motherfuckers out in this world, and I have zero time for that bullshit. What's even more scary about this story is Brittany feels that this guy was trying to traffic her and her baby, and he has since gone on to marry another girl and got her pregnant immediately as well. I honestly hope that this girl sees this video, or if her suspicions are there as well, gets out before it is too late. Shane did bring up a really good point in his video and said, why if this guy was trying to get you and your baby over to his country so he could sell you or traffic you, why did he date a YouTuber who had a ton of followers and then document everything so the world could see it? Seems to me like this man is a whole shitload of crazy and wants to live on as this infamous character that people could somehow be scared of. Or he could just be a fucking idiot and a horrible ass criminal because rule number 1, bitch, don't document the crime that you're trying to commit. So far, what is your opinion on what Brittani Louise Taylor has gone through with this ex-relationship? Also, what is your thought on this voice cloning software that they are trying to release onto the masses? Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and now let's get back to talking about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson coming for everyone's childhood favorite, Chuck E. Cheese. Earlier in my video, I said that one of the main focuses of Shane Dawson's conspiracy videos was Chuck E. Cheese and their oddly shaped pizza. And by oddly shaped, I mean it looks like they took a bunch of different slices from different trays and pieced them all together. Because if you try to make them into a perfect circle, they don't match up, the lines are definitely not there. And some of those pieces are definitely a lot longer than the other ones. Shane went to a local Chuck E. Cheese with Ryland and his camera guy Andrew and ordered 3 different pizzas. All of them came out looking extremely oddly shaped. They also brought one of the pizzas home, and here is what Shane had to say.
So, I have rearranged the pizza to be exactly the way that we saw it in Chuck E. Cheese. I am gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because I love Chuck E. Cheese.
Not spot.
Okay, so first we'll do this. Kind of matches up. And then this would be, this is like crazy. Okay, so I think we've proven that these two halves were never together.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is not good. When you line all these up by the tips, I mean, it's crazy. It's actually insane. There's a piece missing.
There's got to be some sort of reasoning.
There is a reason, and legally I'm not going to say what I think that reason is.
As you can see by that clip, when they finally got it all put back together the way that it was on the table, they used that giant ruler to almost mimic a giant pizza cutter, because I used to work at Pizza Hut and that giant pizza cutter was life. You got pizza cut so fucking quick, but none of the lines on the Chuck E. Cheese pizza were matching up, which would cause you to believe that those are 2 separate pizzas that were shoved together. As Jeffree Star started watching the conspiracy video from Shane, he tweeted out the following. Okay, I'm calling at Trisha Paytas tomorrow and we need to do an at Chuck E. Cheese's mukbang ASAP. So shook. That tweet was quickly deleted as this information started to unfold in Shane's video. Jeffree Star quickly replaced that tweet by tweeting the following. Hey at Chuck E. Cheese's, you have a lot of explaining to do, ho. One of Jeffree Star's followers tweeted the following. Laugh my ass off, I just quit there. As someone who used to work there, there's a ton of fucked up management issues and cooperation issues. As far as food goes though, it's all fresh. Dough is made every day in-house. That's at least one good thing I can say. Someone responded to them by saying the following: I don't doubt the dough is fresh at the beginning of the day, but when other people don't finish theirs and it's all thrown together for another person's pizza, I'm assuming to save the fresh dough or something, it gets problematic. Or maybe you just worked at a good location. Towards the end of Shane's video, he did not confirm or deny if Chuck E. Cheese is actually taking old pizza off the table that no one finished and placing it with other pizza that is fresh. Shane did say that he would have to speak to his lawyer about what he really thinks is going on with Chuck E. Cheese's, but girl, let me just give my fucking opinion on this. In my opinion, from all of the footage that Shane showed in his video, it does look like they are taking unused pizza from one table and placing it up with other pieces of pizza in the back. And then using the excuse when they're caught about it that, oh, it goes back and gets cooked again so there are no germs on it. Bull fucking shit. I do not want pizza that came from someone else's table, probably where their children are sitting, putting their grimy little hands all over it. You don't know what's fucking happened to that pizza. That's fucking disgusting if Chuck E. Cheese is doing that. However, one thing I'm a little confused about is, obviously they would have to heat up the old pizza with the new pizza. If you put your pizza into the cooking oven, it's like this long conveyor belt for pizza that they have in the back of all of the places, then why does it not look a little bit darker on the surface? Because when I worked at Pizza Hut, some people would want their pizza done well. Like they want that cheese burnt. The first time it goes through the conveyor belt, it looks perfectly fine. Second time, it starts to get a little bit of brown spots. Third time, it's completely charred. So that's the one part that I'm hung up on, is why doesn't it look like the pizza's a little bit burnt if it's had to go through the cooking process once again? I really hope that Chuck E. Cheese speaks out about this because, girl, I am so confused as to why some pizza slices are really long, why the lines don't match up, if there's a cut in between a pepperoni, why is half of the pepperoni missing on the other pepperoni slice? There is just so many questions that have been unanswered with this, but I think Shane's series really brought light to it. And if Chuck E. Cheese doesn't speak out about it, I hope that some ex-employees or some people that are thinking about leaving their job do speak out about it because that pizza is shady as fuck. Another thing that was highlighted in Shane's series about Chuck E. Cheese is that people think that Chuck E. Cheese is promoting gambling and teaching children early on that gambling is okay. For me, I don't see a problem with going in there and spending your money on getting tickets other than the fact that the things that you are getting for your tickets are fucking so cheap. You are literally getting less than dollar store quality stuff for your 200 tickets, your 300 tickets, 9,000 tickets. You get a little itty bitty stuffed animal that would probably cost you $1. What is your opinion about Chuck E. Cheese in general? Do you think their pizza's really shady? Do you think they are taking pizza off the table and just matching it up in the back to create a new pizza in itself? Do you think they are promoting gambling to children at a very young age? And did you enjoy Shane Dawson's series as a whole? Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, and that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all of my social media down below in the description, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.